Okay, just set this up. Got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do this. Check, check. There we go. All right. We should be ready to go. So
Okay.
you want me to just start with the I will just start with the intro here and then
Yeah.
we'll get started.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Yep. Hi, my name is Aidan Pepitone, and I'm on a journey to answer the question, given how much focus there is on the environment, can a business really make more money while also doing good for the environment? I wanted to start this journey today by asking this question of David Goodman. David is one of the world's top experts on this very point, and he helps companies use environmental sustainability as a way to both do good and make more money. So I'm joined here with David. How you doing?
Very good. How are you?
I want to jump right in. So first of all, tell us what your company is and what it does, and a little bit about it.
So, the company is Eden Art Group. We've been around for 26 years, and one of our main business areas is we provide a service that helps companies become environmentally certified sustainable. We focus on small to mid-sized businesses, and we have, that we know of, the top program in the world for SMEs to become environmentally certified sustainable.
That's awesome. So, with that being said, how can a company do good while also making more money, such as your own company?
So, historically, when a company thought about doing something good, going green or doing something environmentally positive, it was always a, if you will, a cost side effort or a
Mhm.
reduction of cost effort. In other words, give me a bag of money, I'll go out and buy some LEDs, I'll put them in, and we'll lower the energy bill. And at some point, the cost savings from those LEDs will be greater than the cost of the LEDs and the installation. So it's all on the cost side of the P&L. It's either a cost or a cost and a reduced cost and therefore a break even. The market has changed, the world has changed, and consumers are now choosing to purchase from good corporate citizens, from sustainable companies, certified sustainable companies. 7 out of 10 consumers will move their purchases if they find a certified sustainable company is offering this basically the same thing. So when you become legitimately sustainable, and we'll probably talk about that here in a minute, but when you become legitimately sustainable and you wave a flag and say, look at me, I'm a good corporate citizen, I'm a certified sustainable company, people buy more of your stuff, and the revenue side of your P&L is then enhanced. So you're doing the cost side, cost reduction anyway, but now if you talk about it, you get the revenue side benefit too. Certified sustainable companies are growing upwards of 20 times faster than their non-certified peers.
Wow, that's very interesting. So, you say that consumers and businesses are buying from sustainable companies. What do you say to those people who say consumers support sustainable companies is exaggerated and they're not really talking with their wallets?
I would suggest that they look around at all the companies in the world right now that are greenwashing, that are saying they're sustainable, and that are taking significant risks in making those statements. The number of lawsuits have gone up fivefold in the last few years of consumers and governments suing companies that are exaggerating, lying, misleading about their sustainability achievements. Now, why would a company do that? Why would a company, even if they weren't going to be caught, why would they put in the time to
Mhm.
say that if consumers weren't spending money on sustainable companies.
Hmm.
And just look at every advertisement you see on TV and everywhere else. Sustainability, going green, eco, these are big topics.
Yeah. So I heard you use the word greenwashing. I've also heard the phrase green hushing. Can you expand more on what that means?
Sure. So greenwashing is what we just touched on, and that is exaggerating. Basically saying that you are doing more than you can verify or quantify, that you're a good sustainable company when odds are you're not, and you
Hmm.
can't back that up. Green hushing is when a company has maybe realized that they have been exaggerating, or maybe they have an internally built sustainability program, but they don't have any kind of a third party validation or certification, and they're fearful of those lawsuits that we talked about, and so they just zip it. They hush it up. They do what's called green hushing, which is they don't talk about their sustainability achievements for fear of being exposed for possible weaknesses in their basically their ability to verify and prove.
Wow, that's very interesting. Can you tell us some more about the difference between self-certifying and third-party certifying?
So self-certifying is basically grading your own test. It's
Mm,
me doing something and then telling the world, oh, it was great. It was fantastic. I look, I checked it myself. Well,
mm,
we're all a little bit biased about our own work, and a company that self-certifies is not opening itself up for outside review, for third party
mm,
audit, for any kind of validation. It's also usually not following any kind of a global standard that the world
mm.
recognizes as a good protocol to use for sustainability. Now, that company may very well have done a very good job. I'm not saying that they might not have done a good job, but without a third party to come in and validate, without a certification that you can follow, that can be proven as sound, and that a third party verifies that you really did do all the things you claimed, you're exposing yourself. So self-certification is just that. It's not letting a third party validate what you did and putting yourself at risk. And then third party validation, of course, is letting an auditor come in and make sure that you did everything that you claimed you did, so then you could stand on top of your building and say, hey, look,
Yeah.
we are a good corporate citizen. Somebody checked us out, and we met the standard.
So having people come in, that's more of like a checks and balances system
So
for you, for the businesses.
the best play is follow a global standard that's
Mhm.
recognized around the world and respected, and then have a third party to certify you under that standard. That way you're following a program that everybody recognizes and everybody respects, and you have the validation of that third party, so that you can stand up and you can say, look, we followed a top standard, we got certified, we are legitimate.
That's awesome. If people wanted to learn more, what would you suggest that they do?
um, Send us a note. Our website is Edenark, EDENARK.com. Go on there. There's a contact us button. Just hit it, put your name in it, and we'll reach out. We have a video that we produced which explains the value of sustainability, the value of certified sustainability, and gives companies the 8 things that they should look for in a sustainability program. That way they can watch this video, they can get these recommendations on what to look for, then they can go out in the market and they can find a program that meets those things and they'll be happy.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time today to answer some of those questions. And again, thank you so much for shedding light on a lot of that stuff.
Thank you much. Bye.
Awesome. Bye. All right, cool. How do you
Yeah.
feel that went?
I think it went quick, which is what we want. We hit a bunch of little points and we did it
Yep.
fast, and hopefully they'll